Kia ora, Aries. This is your reading for this time. We are in between times at the moment, between that full moon in Scorpio and the new moon in Taurus that's coming up in about 7 days. This is going to be, I'm trying to keep the readings a little bit shorter, so check out any titles that stand out, Aries, and if you know what your ascendant moon are in, check those readings out too. So we come out here, and if you haven't joined me before, I always go through and clarify. We pull a rock, mineral, and crystal card face down. We'll pull that up at the end, see if it resonates with the reading, and of course, as always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. So we're coming out here with the 10 of Discs, which is a wonderful card. We're talking about, seeing the wealth in our lives, and in fact, in the Thoth deck, it is called wealth. This 10 of Discs, we're looking at the foundation, the point at which we came into life, our family of origin, also with the 10 of Discs. It's a very independent few cards here in some ways, well resourced. We then have the 9 of Discs, meaning, when I say independent, this is a card of gain, of incremental gain. We create a garden. We create something around ourselves that we value, that actually is valuable to us, in the 9 of Discs. It's an independent card. There might be a Arian out there that is totally sort of, making a few choices, some decisions about where they're going to next, that maybe they're not encumbered by much, Then we have the 2 of Swords. The 2 of Swords, we're making a decision, we're making a choice somewhere along the line. And it's not really so much about what we're seeing, it's more about what we're feeling. So let's clarify, Aries. We've got Morgan Greer deck to clarify, then we'll pull a little Brian Frood Pixie and Fairy card to get a glimmer. So we're looking at the 10. We're looking at the 10 of Discs, the 9 of Discs, and the 2 of Swords. Right. I do think this might be quite a specific reading. We've got the 9 of Discs again, which I'm just going to put to the side. Is there a level of... the one thing about the 9 of Discs, actually, is, we see this is in that traditional way of representing the 9 of Discs with the beautiful animals and the 9 discs, the wealth that we that we have, that we surround ourselves with. But in that garden, amongst all those things that one values, we are, in essence, alone in that garden. For some Aries, there might be, depending on your situation, obviously, there might be a need to to surround yourself with other people a little bit more, maybe. I'm still interested in this, and if within that place that you call home, you want to include more people in that zone. 4 of Wands, home, homecoming, the place where you belong. Sort of reviewing that, Let's look at the 9. So we've got that 9 of Discs twice in here. Let's look at, what am I talking about? I'm talking about the 9 of Discs. We get the Hierophant, spiritual information, mentorship. I'm not talking religion here. I'm talking information we get given here. We have access to. It is, there are 2 keys here. The Hierophant always traditionally was called the Pope when religion, I guess, ran states and governed countries almost. Well, it did. But these days we see this as unique information for you and for you alone to integrate into the current sort of situation, into your current life. You have access to something. There's some guidance here, and how to make a step towards including others more so in your world. I'm not sure. This could be in relation to anything, actually. Then we've got the into any sort of scenario, whether you're surrounded by people or not. The Knight of Wands, of course, impulsive. This could be your essence, Aries. Fiery nature, fire of fire, actually. Impulsive, reactive. But there is no rumination here. So once you decide, once you make a choice, make a decision on something, you do it. You don't sit around or deliberate for months. It's a snap. It's a snap opportunity that may well be being presented to you. 4 of Cups. Another 4. Because we don't really want to get too complacent in these times. And the 4 of Cups speaks of that, of kind of feeling a bit fatigued and depleted. When that cup comes out to you as an offering, you kind of can't be bothered, or you don't see it as an offering, So there's something here within the realms of, you can talk about a spiritual aspect of life. Sometimes it could be as simple as knowing what direction you need to go, what you need at any given time to make you feel good, Aries. No? Let's look at the 2 of Swords. 2 of Swords. Yeah, because we're doing a review here. So whatever decision you make, it is about what you are feeling in relation to a lot of things that have happened in the past. There's a review going on here, and it's as much a review about what you've achieved as much as it is about what energy you have expended in the process and what you've got out of it thus far. One last personal truth is what we're talking about here with the Ace of Swords, slicing a new kind of landscape, open vista, a view, slicing that open for yourself and walking through into it. It's about your particular personal truth, Aries. So let's get a Brian Froud, Pixie and Fairy. And just as an overview, just as a general thing, and then we'll pick up your that card that's face down, Rock Mineral Crystal. Look, we've got the Fawn here. This is about counterparts and kind of mirrored image. We see that in this card. The Fawn. For some of you, for some of you, I do think it's you are the one making a decision, even though you might have someone with you, a partner, compadre, whatever it is. But I think ultimately it's you, Aries, that will be making whatever decision this is in terms of, whether it's changing things up, whether it's moving, whether it's finding a bit more satisfaction at this current time in life. There's a lot of things going on in the world, obviously. We're all here. We all have eyes to see that are very hard to accept. If we were lucky enough not to be involved in actually on the ground in any war-torn strife filled places. There's a, what do they call it? A dissonance, is it? Yeah, a cognitive dissonance, is it? Where we're seeing, you know, that's not right. And yet there's always the power players on one side saying, yeah, this, we are justified. It's pretty sick. So anyway, when you can find your own direction, what makes you feel good, whether that's about moving, whether it's about shifting things up at home, whether it's about changing your home, do it. Aries, what rock mineral crystal have we got? We've got pyrite today. Good change of fortune, success, renewed focus, and leadership. Now, I'm making a generalization here, but you're the kind of ace of leadership, Aries. On that note, I hope you got something from this reading. Check out titles that stand out, and thank you very much for liking. It makes so much difference. Even liking something, liking a video, it just gets seen by more people. And of course, I do, you know, I'm trying to have stamina and keep this channel going. I enjoy doing these readings for you. On that note, ka kite Aries, take good care.